पाकर खोना है, कुछ खोकर पाना है, जीवन का मतलब तो आना और जाना है, दो पल के जीवन से एक उम्र चुरानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. Hello everyone, I am Geetika and welcome to the book series by Sir Kiran Kurwade.
Thank you very much, Geetika. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's very multi-talented, genius, glamorous and very graceful Geetika Jain. Geetika Jain is pursuing her PhD, her research in marketing. I had met Geetika, I think a couple of years ago when I was delivering a motivational session at her college where she was pursuing her bachelor's in Ludhiana. Geetika is also very passionate when it comes to presentation skills or public speaking, as Geetika sang this very famous song, and one of my favorites basically, that Zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi, teri meri kahani hai. It's all about the stories, right? So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if I may pick up some stories today, and these stories are very inspiring, very interesting, are very insightful, and this is from one of my very favorite women power, women entrepreneur, Rashmi Bansal. I think most of us know Rashmi Bansal, right? Rashmi Bansal happens to be alumnus IIM Ahmedabad, and she is known for writing so many inspiring books, out of which one book I think everyone knows, and that's Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish. Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish. Yeah, I read a decade ago, and then couple of years ago, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I had picked up this book, Connect the Dots. Connect the Dots. Like Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish talks about the MBAs and their stories, their ventures, their startups. Now this book, Connect the Dots, is not about MBA grads, but all those people, approximately 20 entrepreneurs who are not MBA, but they've been very successful, they've been very effortful, very passionate, and they have the absolute clarity on their purpose. So there are 20 good case studies, the stories divided into Jugaad, Zubaan and Junoon. And what Rashmi says about Junoon is, she says some entrepreneurs are driven by a particular idea or passion, something which is different ahead of time. These ventures are about making their dream living reality. So this is about Junoon, and then Zubaan. Rashmi says creative people need a platform to express themselves, isn't it? This is about Zubaan and Jugaad. And Jugaad we all know, right? So out of 20 stories of successful or effortful entrepreneurs in various fields, I'm going to pick up just one because I want to make it very crisp. As you know, I don't get into detailed book review per se, but I just try to showcase the key learnings and my personal perspectives or the takeaways from the book. So I'm going to pick up one of my favorite stories, and there is a strong connect with this story, that is about street smart Prem Ganapathy. And I don't know if you are aware, Prem Ganapathy is the founder of Dosa Plaza. You must have seen Dosa Plaza in certain malls or maybe at airports, right? So I'm going to tell his story. He comes from Tamil Nadu, Chennai, and he is just 10th standard. Just 10th standard, keeping in mind today we all are into research, PhD and masters and all those things when it comes to education qualification. How he is able to create that mark and inspire many budding entrepreneurs. So he came all the way to Mumbai, and he was lost in Mumbai. He was stranded in Mumbai railway station, and then he got some very generous person, and he could give a work in the restaurant of dishwasher. Yeah. And then slowly in the hotel he requested the people who were there if he can get a chance of at least serving a tea or maybe decorating or making up the tables, the dining tables. The idea behind, the objective behind of Prem is that he said, if I go and interact with people, I will learn from them and I can customize my services. I can give them very customized service, because his understanding is that everybody has different taste. Yes. So that's Prem Ganapathy, who was very fond of making relationships, networking, and try to harness that energy, that Shakti. या शक्ति का होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और सही शक्तिशाली वही होता है जो शक्ति का सही इस्तेमाल करे. That Shakti can be in the form of the relations you have, the network you have. It could be intellectual, it can be physical, it can be financial, political, it can be any kind of Shakti. But Shakti का होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Yes, the immediate byproduct or the side effect of Shakti is it can make you very egoist. But the wisdom lies in that you don't become an egoist, but you try to contribute to the society in a very positive or constructive manner. So प्रेम जो है, प्रेम की कहानी ये है, प्रेम गणपति की कहानी ये है, because it is in Mumbai and I spent most of my time in Mumbai, especially in नवी मुंबई. So नवी मुंबई में इन्होंने धीरे धीरे इनका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ा. नवी मुंबई में जो वाशी रेलवे स्टेशन है, जहाँ पे मैं अक्सर अपनी फैमिली के साथ जाता था, when I was working with India's biggest corporate conglomerate. So my family used to be with me. My son was very small by then. So we used to go to वाशी रेलवे स्टेशन. तो इसके बाहर में इन्होंने एक छोटा सा सेटअप किया था. फिर इन्होंने आई थिंक अर्ली 2000 में इन्होंने पहला जो इनका जो रेस्टोरेंट लगाया, वो मेरा फेवरेट जो मॉल है वाशी में, दैट इज़ सेंटर वन में इन्होंने जो ईटिंग जॉइंट्स होते हैं, वहाँ पे इन्होंने डोसा प्लाज़ा का रेस्टोरेंट जो है, डोसा प्लाज़ा का रेस्टोरेंट इन्होंने खोला. एंड इट गॉट फिनोमिनल रिस्पॉन्स, बिकॉज लेट मी टेल यू, डोसा प्लाज़ा में वैराइटीज़ ऑफ डोसास तो मिलते ही हैं, बट व्हाट आई पर्सनली लव एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल एक्चुअली लव इज़ बेसिकली दैट हाइजीन, क्लीनलीनेस, variety of dosas and customized service and very very reasonable pricing. ये बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. प्रेम गणपति ने इसके पहले शुरुआत में बीएमसी के सामने इन्होंने अपनी जो क्या कहते हैं उसे रेडी लगाई या ठेला कह लो आप, बहुत ही हम्बल बिगिनिंग करी इन्होंने. बट लोग इनको बहुत प्यार करते थे बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल दिस रीजन्स, गुड टेस्ट एंड गुड हाइजीन, क्लीनलीनेस एंड वेरी रीजनेबल प्राइसिंग एंड वेरी गुड सर्विस. आज अगर मैं बात करूं तो मेरे ख्याल से लगभग देर आर 72 और 75 आउटलेट्स, not only in India but there are a couple of outlets in I think Oman and in New Zealand also. I may miss certain countries, but definitely आप अगर एयरपोर्ट में जाओ इंडिया में कहीं भी तो आपको डोसा प्लाजा ज़रूर दिखेगा. और मैं तो पर्सनली आई एम ए बिग फैन पर्सनली व्हेन इट कम्स टू ब्रेकफास्ट. मुझे साउथ इंडियन ब्रेकफास्ट बहुत पसंद है. दे आर वेरी हाइजीनिक, वेरी न्यूट्रिशियस. ये और सक्सेस मंत्रास की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो गणपति जी ये कहते हैं कि रिलेशनशिप बहुत ज़रूरी है. Not just making a relationship, but you need to be very honest, humble in relationship and sustaining those relationships. और बहुत कुछ सीखा जा सकता है. In fact, he had his roommate or a friend who happened to be from NIT and he was very good in technology, especially in computers. काफ़ी मदद मिली प्रेम को. फ्रेंचाइजिंग मॉडल बनाए जा सकते हैं with the help of computers, that computer systems. टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल कैसे हो सकता है, इंटरनेट का इस्तेमाल कैसे सही तरीके से हो सकता है. और आज देखो इनके इतने सारे आउटलेट्स हैं, राइट. सो इट्स बेसिकली, इफ यू आस्क मी व्हाट इज कनेक्टिंग द डॉट्स और टू कनेक्ट द डॉट्स कुड बी सर्टेन आइडियाज और बिट्स एंड पीसेस ऑफ अ बिग पजल. एंड व्हेन यू आर एबल टू सी दैट होल पिक्चर, then you can actually fix up those jigsaw kind of puzzle. You can fix up those bits and pieces, and you can complete that big picture which looks very distorted, which looks very incomplete. I have picked up just one story. There are 20 stories. So let's connect the dots, let's go explore and go evolve and discover your purpose, your passion, and earn a lot of paisa.